Repetition compulsion is also an attempt to continue the interrupted relationship. So the relationship between the mother was interrupted. It was failed. Mother hurt the baby. It was interrupted, frozen development. So we repeat in an attempt to pick up there, to continue in the service of emotional growth that was broken. Repetition compulsion is the scar tissue of the injury to the capacity to feel. The repetition compulsion represents the repetition of the interruption of some important early relationship. The interruption of this relationship carried with it, in a context specific to it, a stunting and arrest of development. Psychotherapy is the replacement of the repetition with the relationship. That's a real clue. If somebody has an authentic relationship, really can have an authentic relationship, they don't need to repeat stuff. They'll quit smoking, they're happier, they're calmer. If you have a real relationship, right? So therapy is supposed to be the entry into that world. To have one time in your life an experience of somebody not shaming you and mocking you and using you and using their power against you and being cynical. To have some caring witness for once in your life, right? Then that's wired in like that. Psychotherapy is the replacement of the repetition with the relationship. This necessarily involves a grieving. This will involve a grieving which wasn't possible prior to the relationship. A grieving of the relationship that might have made a difference in the past, but which wasn't there. The repetition compulsion is therefore inversely related to intimacy. Look at that. I missed that. The repetition yesterday. I missed this one. The repetition compulsion is therefore inversely related to intimacy. If you had intimacy, if you had a warm relationship, you don't need to repeat. You got the opposite. You got the inverse, and that's why you're repeating. If you're repeating, your mother failed big time. Now, part of this on the mother's side is that she doesn't know that she had been failed by her mother. So she fails her child to communicate that she had been failed. She's trying to get her story that she was failed by her mother. So she fails her own child as if to say, that's what happened to me. Look, world, that's what my mother did to me. What I'm doing to my child, that's what my mother did to me. And that's the transmission of this trauma. The intergenerational transmission of trauma.